I first got started in chat marketing, my first love was with the comment growth tool feature. I knew the first time I saw this thing back in action in early 2016, it would be a game changer. And man, was I right. For the Facebook's Messenger platform, the comment to message trigger has helped so many businesses dominate and grow their user base. So now I am even more excited to rekindle this love with the Instagram version of that.
Do you want customers?
Make things simpler, faster, more convenient. One tap, you get a conversation with your customer that never ends.
You know how many people have been to your venue. You know how many people have tapped you. I'm just going to scan.
Yeah, I was like, you need to talk to Ryan. He's got Tap the Table. Don't even waste your time. He's got a solution.
It just works.
And that's why Tap the Table exists in the first place. Boom. And then you just start doubling the price. That's that right there.
We're doing different things.
I'm going to tell you what works based on what I have literally seen. Stop. Just tap your phone. Boom, done. Easy. Boom, done, easy, peasy, lemon squeezy. What's going on, y'all? Ryan Baggett here with a special edition of the Chatbot Podcast because, I'm just so curious. I'm curious to know what are the problems that technology can solve. That is why technology exists. Technology is here for the single reason to make things easier and faster and more convenient. This is why we have it, and to do things at scale. Okay. And computers are like the thing that has catapulted everything in such a fast rate. Because of computers, shout their microphone, because of computers, things are just accelerated as far as the growth and speed in which we've evolved and the things that we do evolve. And this is a double-edged sword to me. I feel like the more advanced that we get with our technology, right, the smarter, maybe we are, but at the same time, we're becoming more lazy, I feel like. I think that because of the awesome tech that is out there, it is making us lazy. If you've ever had the chance to watch the movie Idiocracy, I believe that is such a good movie. And I'm not like such a big fan of the funny comedy movie, themes out there. Unfortunately, I'm such a drag, but this movie to me is happening. But anyways, we won't get into too deeply on that subject, but just know that the idea of technology is to make things easier. It enables us to essentially be lazier. And so when you have that mindset and you understand this is kind of like the end goal, no matter what a process is for this person to allow them to be lazy yet still efficient and complete all the checkboxes on the list, this is where automation can really, really assist and really help here. And so me coming from such a hospitality mindset here, let's throw our little fancy graphics on. I just wonder, can we potentially solve some of the problems that we're seeing right now in the restaurant industry with technology? I wonder. The problems that I'm hearing about, obviously, the contactless deal, that's what people have come to recognize Tap the Table as the QR code stuff, which obviously I have right here. We're going to talk all about how awesome these things really are, and NFC, my favorite. But there's so much more to what needs to be done than just contactless stuff, right? I believe that you've got to take digital seriously these days, and if you do not, you will be left behind. And I believe you've got to save money. And so it really just makes sense at this point, although I never wanted to be the person to come out and say this. It makes sense for many concepts, not every restaurant, obviously. I believe that this will be a common occurrence even outside of restaurants sooner than later. I believe that we're going to see a concept of digital dining. This is what I think. I think that because of the push of living wages being paid, right, whatever this truthfully means, obviously us here in South Carolina, I don't think, especially the low country. We don't necessarily face the issues in the same way so many other states do. I don't think we have these same mentalities, but maybe we do, and I'm just oblivious. But essentially, the push here is to say restaurant servers and restaurant waitresses, it's demeaning to them to tip them. It is, I guess, the millennials and the younger crowd, whatever that group is underneath the millennials, are saying this is weird to tip someone, right? And we know how like people are just kind of probably getting worse at tipping, right? Year after year. I don't know if that's a trend we can actually follow, but essentially they're asking for restaurant owners, hospitality owners, business owners to pay, quote, living wages. Well, my question is, this is a tough question to ask. And I don't believe anyone in this scenario of seeing this live video, at least today, would ever, have the courage to tell us in the comment section what they actually want or believe is fair per hour as a bartender or server or waitress. Now, we're not talking about food runners because I'll get to that in a moment. But I don't believe many of them, and a lot of them are my friends, I don't believe many of them would tell you what they believe that they should get paid per hour. And if they did, I believe that essentially the majority of them would probably be asking for more than their managers are currently making. So that's an odd scenario, right? I don't know if that concept is dead or not, or will be dead in a few years or eventually. I don't know, because I can tell you from one of my very first jobs here on Hilton Head Island as the revenue manager at the Beach House Resort right on the beach here with the volleyball course on Coligny Beach. Those bartenders and those servers are like some of the best, period. And you had to be because of the volume. The volume and the atmosphere required, whether you were a busboy or a bartender, you had to be the best of the best because you wouldn't be able to hang if you weren't. The crowd was too much. The heat would be too much. The commotion would be too much. It would just be too much. And so along with that responsibility, those guys, I think on average in general, especially in the summertime, are cranking out some mad money in tips, man. I don't believe that resort, as the revenue manager, would be able to afford those bartenders at the same rate by a long shot that they were currently getting. So do you think that any employee is going to be happy to do the same work and get paid less? No. So I just don't know. Now, that said, the small places that have, 7 or 8 tables, I guess, I feel bad if they're not making, the right money. But I feel like in the restaurant industry, it's always just been looked at as kind of a trade-off. Well, they're getting paid X and Y and Z, whether it's the minimum wage or whatever. The trade-off is they're getting tips. Now, we will see if this is like going to be pushed on to the everywhere, where you have to pay all your servers $15 an hour. If this is the case, guys, if places imagine the restaurant groups here locally, for the folks that are tuning in, since it's not midnight when I'm doing this today, think of the big restaurant groups that have close to 1,000 employees, if not more. Imagine having to pay those servers $15 an hour here in South Carolina, and would the customer then get stuck with a bill that is astronomically higher? Is that steak that was usually $40 now going to cost $140? Because if that's the case, I don't think people are going to come eat anymore, man. And I've talked to many clients that said if it came to that, they would literally just close because they could not afford to pay, $20 an hour to every server. Now, we have people here on Hilton Head that are paying dishwashers $25 an hour. I'm not here to say this is outrageous or not, or this is a fair salary or not. That is not my ball game here. I'm just asking the question, do we think that potentially, or eventually might be a better word, will these jobs that are paying bills in many cases, people are depending on them, yet after what we've seen with the pandemic, we see many people not returning to hospitality, restaurants specifically. I'm in a lot of fun groups where they talk about this stuff, and it's just amazing to understand what people put on Facebook in the first place, but like really get in their thoughts, because they're like really using Facebook as a journal at this point for the world to see. It's incredible to see the people that like really just, I feel like, are not grateful for what they have. I feel like many of them may have awesome jobs at awesome places for awesome owners or managers, and they're just like not grateful. And I feel like personally, without being too negative Nelson here, I feel like in general, the service level that I experience in general hasn't just been stagnant, and it's not increased. It's not leveled up, it's leveled down. And I don't believe in, as a hospitality major, shout out the USCV, I don't believe that we should totally level down our expectations. We shouldn't like just totally think, oh, well, this is how it's going to be. Now, granted, when restaurants and hotels and other businesses are understaffed, of course, you've got to have empathy as a customer. And if you don't, you need to keep your butt at home. You don't need to be out if you can't understand that. But at the same time, like what the examples that I'm speaking on are, imagine, and this is the thing that maybe people get upset about, like when you experience that special experiential moment at the restaurant where, you know, you're with your friends or family or loved ones or by yourself, and that person goes out of their way to make you feel welcome. This, you know, as much as it could be a part of the job description, I don't believe that like you can truly grade someone on this very much, you know. And so when that actually does happen, I feel like, you know, that really should stand out and be rewarded financially, because you've gone to a place, an establishment, to spend your money. You didn't pack your PB&J on the road. You could have. You didn't have to tip anybody if you did that. You know, like, I'm not saying don't do that, but if you go to a restaurant, be prepared to pay for the experience. So if I believe that, number one, if everyone in that place that is in the same position of being a waitress or cocktail server, they're not going to even think twice about providing that extra, you know, hospitable experience if they're all getting paid the same anyways, and if the tip is not a factor. I just don't believe it. I believe that just like the American like idea, work hard and you can accumulate. I believe that in that world of hospitality was one of the things that's so cool to me is like, if you bust it, if you like really do, you know, have that grin and smile and personality to like, even when you're having a bad day, to like put your stuff to the side and really make that guest come first. This is hospitality. Maybe it's because I'm from Savannah. The hostess city, is that what we are? I forget. That's not Charleston. But the low country in general, the Southern hospitality thing is real. And I've seen it in so many places, and it's a special thing. And so I don't know. I would hate to see that personalization go, because there's no robot or automation experience that will take the place of that human interaction. And as you can tell and see from the numbers of this, you know, I guess kind of post-pandemic numbers, we're seeing people are anxious to get back out. They're anxious to get back into restaurants, back going to concerts and events and such. But at the same time, things are changing. And every time we have some big catastrophe or big moment in history happen, technology usually comes in and does its thing. And so back to what we're going to talk about today, I think this is where we're at. I believe that no, not every single place will be able to use this sort of thing. The QR code to tap or scan and look at the menu itself. I do want to point out that you can do all sorts of things with QR codes. On the back here, we have a rate us. And yeah, for anyone watching, you could totally scan these suckers. It's all good if you want to do that. This is really cool stuff. And I'm going to show you just two simple ways that I know for sure that the bigger restaurant companies out there, franchises and groups, they care about restaurant reviews, because a lot of positive things happen when you get more reviews. So they encourage their staff, or at least they should, to tell the guests, especially when they know that the guest had a good time, to write a review about us on TripAdvisor, or do this or do that, right? Collect the information. Number one, feedback that make you better. Number two, that publicity out there. And that's really what it is. No one calls a review, what they really are. This is publicity from your customer. This is the best advertising you can have, essentially. So UGC is so important in your social media strategy. If you're not posting your customer or your clients' photos and videos that are appropriate to do so on your own social media, you're missing out. It's great little thing to do here. But essentially, let's look here. We've got rate us, we've got menu, okay? And so what I want to do here is show you how first we are going to use our smartphone. We're going to pretend that this lovely desk here that I'm in front of is an awesome restaurant table, like the VIP spot, right? And in the same time we're pretending this, I'm going to get out our handy dandy reflector program. It's what I use to hook up my phone to the iPad or the iPhone here. I believe we're going to be able to do this fast and easy today. I just got a feeling, you know. Let's just see if I'm right. So what we're going to do here, I've got my menu here. I'm going to see if I can't get this reflector thing working. I think it's going to work fast today, son. Let's get a clean window over here, and I'm going to start streaming. It's already working, y'all. Today is a good day. Okay, cool. So let's share this screen. Boom, shaka laka. All right, so you can see that. Great. What kind of views do we have here? I haven't used Restream in a minute. All right, cool. This is better. So we have rate us and we have menu. What do you guys want to do first? I think we should do the rate us. Okay, so here's the rate us. What I want to do, very easy peasy. I'm going to open up my camera. Bam. It's going to open the QR code. And what do we have here? Boom. Now, this is awesome. What I want to show y'all, let's actually cut this thing right on out. Boom. And what I want to do here, we don't have to show my screen for this. I'm going to like cut out, just that face, my background. I'm going to cut out my cache. So this would be essentially the journey that someone would take as a brand new customer. They've never done the thing I'm doing before. So to do that, we're going to clear our history, clear our data. All right, cool. So let's do that one more time. Here we go. So we're going to open our thing back up here, start sharing, and voila, here we go. So now we're going to, here's our deal here. Radius is in front of me. We are going to open our camera. Boom. Now we've got the tap the table web chat open. Do y'all see what has happened here? Now we could have Facebook Messenger have appeared here, no problem. It could have been Facebook Messenger, and there are many, many benefits to that. But for those of y'all that don't know the things, we have all the abilities. And essentially every time I see something that like will benefit a client of mine, I do my best to understand how is this achieved, and I bring it. So a hot topic recently has been the, what do they call it? The guest retention management or the guest relationship management. And so, of course, Tap the Table has this feature built right in. Okay, this is not just a one tool and you're done so kind of thing here, guys. Tap the Table literally will do essentially whatever you want. So in this case, it's saying, thanks for taking the time to let us know what you think about our service. Please choose. Okay, should I choose 1 star? Should I choose 5 stars? Well, here's the thing. If it's a 5-star, great. You can like do like a surprise and delight even further and take it there. But like really, we're looking for the 1-star reviews, right? So I'm going to choose 1 star and I'm going to say, what went wrong, guest? Okay, so I'm going to tell them what went wrong. And I'm going to say, the food sucked. Just straight up, the food sucked. What I'm going to say. And here we go. It's saying to us, please confirm your full name so that a manager can get back with you. All right, cool. My name is Ryan Baggett. In this case, I could have just left as the consumer, not done anything else, but maybe I do want something, right? So now, oops. Stop sharing my screen by hitting spacebar by mistake with my fat fingers. It's back on track. So it's saying, what's the best email for you? So we can just say Ryan at tapthetable.io, right? And again, we're imagining this is like on the table, for instance, but this QR code that's giant could literally be anywhere in your place. Now, for the back of the menu or the back of the QR code deal here for menu, I'll talk about why this one is more important to understand where it is. So last but not least, give us your phone number. All right, bet. So here's my phone number, 843 and donezo. So what happens here? Number one, I'm the restaurant owner, right? So here I have the text message. And what does it say? Ryan Bagger just left a bad review. The food sucked. Okay. This is what I get as the admin. You understand how that just worked? The customer, me in this case, scanned this rate us deal. I rated you 1 star. I told you the food sucked. I gave you my information. And then boom, as the manager, now like switch your hat around, right? As the manager, I also just received this information instantly. So if I could look here, I could say, what? Ryan gave me a bad review. There's this friend. I can call him right now. I can email him. I can do anything I want to do, right? Here, I can click here, and I'm going to go straight to the conversation and tap the table inbox once I've signed in with Facebook because I just cleared all my data, remember? So let's do all the fun things here that I have to do to get into Facebook because my account is so locked down, which is a good thing. And then we'll be popped in here. We can go right into this conversation. Bam. So turn our phone sideways, and here we are. Do you see how fun this is? We can see all of the different things we need to see. There's his phone number, and I say his, it's mine. I just enter this information, and it is already in our Tap the Table account. Okay, so let's do this again. And this time what we're going to do, folks, is we're going to use the menu side. And this is how you do it, okay? Everyone is talking about these different solutions on how to get someone into your list, right? Your contact list. Let's imagine at this point, let's put our little screen back on the even things. So fun, right? All right. So essentially everyone wants to know how can you build the list? What's the best way to build the list? Well, every way you can build the list, you should. In this case, we're going to build the list of someone coming into your restaurant, not seeing a server. They're going to see this table topper here, this acrylic table topper that says menu. They're going to scan it, and then they're going to just go through the process how they normally would. But instead of speaking to a human, they're just going to do it from their phone. Okay. It's going to be very, very fast. It's going to be very, very easy. My information is going to land into the contact list of the restaurant, the Tap the Table restaurant in this case, and everything's going to be just awesome. Okay, folks. This is basically how it works. So I'm going to open up my camera here. Boom. There we go. We've come to a landing page. We've gone to a landing page here. Tap below to order. That's what it's telling me to do. I can order on the web. I can get directions. I can leave a review. Hello. That's what I just did. Okay. And obviously this landing page is about as simple as you could possibly make it. You could make your landing page however you'd like. And we're happy to help you guys with that. All right. So in this case, what we're going to do, I'm going to pull this thing down so it's not so distracting. We're going to hit order from the web. Obviously you can make this look and feel however your heart desires. Okay. We're going to order from the web. And so bam. Do you see how fun this is? We're able to order from the web very, very easily. Let's do something else that's fun and go to our settings here on our phone because hello, Tap the Table is the most mobile friendly marketing platform you will ever use. I guarantee it because I literally just want to work on my phone full time. I would not be on my computer right now if I wasn't talking to you guys. I would just be working on my phone. In this case, let's choose list. So we'll hit done and save. Okay. So now we'll go back here. Let's see. We'll scan it again just so you can see how fast this stuff works. So here's my code. Scan it. Open her up. Hit order on the web and boom. See, I can't even like make this up. I don't even know if old Hargray can keep up. It looks like the internet's like super lagging. Yeah, I'm already on like the ordering screen. The beautiful, awesome ordering screen. So I can see all the different food. All this food looks delicious. What if we like want to search something, right? We can choose here in your category section. We can just choose different items here in any category that we want. We can search. Do we have a burger? Yeah, we got some burgers. Here's a Taylor Gang turkey burger. Looks absolutely scrumptious. Let's get 2 of those. I think that sounds good to me. And then let's please provide us some extra ketchup packets. Don't you just love audio like control? If you're not already like telling Alexa and Siri and all these AI tools what to do, you're missing out. So we're going to get 2 of these Taylor Gang turkey burgers, right? And I already had some stuff in my cart that I was checking out before I jumped on here. So I got some things, man. I don't know if I want to check out or not. Let's see. You know what I want to do here? I think I want to take one of these away. Let's take this thing away here. I don't think I want that anymore. Do we want that, or do we want to buy 10 of them? Let's see if we buy 10. What happens? Can we buy $140 worth of food? Now we have all these different things in here. We can just delete everything. Now we have nothing in our cart. Y'all see how this works? Do I have pizza available? This is the first time I think I've ever made a tap the table menu without pizza. In this case, let's just buy some tacos. I'm going to buy tacos for everyone here. So I'm going to buy 100 tacos, and I'm then going to cheap out. So no sides at this point. And then like people started throwing things at me. So I decided, okay, better add some rice, but you're not getting beans. And I'm going to say extra napkins, right? So they see my request, right? So here's my order. Here's my side. Now I can have any size that I want. I can have any toppings that I want, any kind of variant. I'm buying $700 worth of tacos because, wow, we're balling, son. This is how we do it. So we have 100 items in our cart. Oh, we're not leaving without some chicken, though. I'm going to get 2 buckets of chicken because that picture was scrumptious. I think Michael Rizzock took that picture. So we're going to proceed to the checkout. Checkout is extremely easy. If we want delivery, we could essentially just pop all the information here. But I'm hungry now, so I'm going to pick it up in my own car. I can see the store address. It's Hilton Head where I live. Obviously, you put your street address and all your information there. I'm going to give my email, right? This is the important part. I'm going to give my email as well as my phone number. I'm also going to tip 20% so I don't get slapped upon arrival. So this is all the information that I've chosen at my restaurant to collect. You could choose other information. If you have your tap table account, choose whatever information you'd like. At this point, we're going to pay for our $931.11 of food. We get the easy peasy checkout. Ooh, what's this? A text message as a customer that says, thank you for placing the order. Then as the manager, look what I got. Because I just wanted to show you guys, I now have the text message from my restaurant that tells me about this order. So I can never miss an order. Now, this stuff is just awesome. Okay. What else can you do, Ryan? Well, I'm here to show you all the things. So next here, we have, let's get this thing going up here. We have our screen for taking orders. Y'all see that? We have our screen for taking orders here. Essentially, it's the same exact screen that we'll get. Where are we going to get it? Here. So now we're on the same screen. We see orders here on the phone, orders here on this awesome tablet. That's not like the most awesome tablet in the world. Okay. Now, what do we want to do? We want to get this order to the kitchen. Well, luckily, we've got a little something here. By the way, here's your bell because I already placed the order. The bell will hit when the order is placed. We have KDS, folks. So these are digital receipts, right? I can see all of the orders. Here's my most recent order here. I'll show you on my phone as well, so you get a really good look. Okay, cool. So here you can see on my phone how it works. Oops. You don't want to see it like that. Let's back her on up. All right. And so now you're able to see all the orders. When I click here. Oops. Let's go. What's the best way to do it? This way. Boom. So this is how you would run your KDS, right? So all of these orders are in process if they're red. Okay. What we're going to do is we're going to accept an order. So to do that, in this case, let's hit back and we're going to use our iPad. Here's our iPad here. Let's switch my view again. Man, I'm an operator here. All right. So we're going to hit back. Here's our order. And then let's say we don't care about the KDS. We just need to print that bad boy. Okay, cool. That is no problem. Well, here's our information, right? Here's the information. Let's go ahead and print this into the kitchen. So we're going to just print that bad boy. Done, son. And then what happens? It starts printing on your printer. Like whatever printer you have, if it is a modern printer of any sort, a thermal printer, you just print that bad boy if you need to. If you like to just print stuff because you need to, do that. But if you're not scared, you should do what you're going to do in a couple years anyway, and that is use KDS. The KDS system is the best. You're just going to leave this KDS screen on all day, and an order will chime in until someone actually hits acknowledge, essentially, and it pops up on the screen with all of the information. Now, what's awesome, aside from everything, is as a restaurant owner or manager or anyone that is caring enough in the kitchen to know and understand, the KDS will also allow you to be on vacation. It will allow you to be home. It'll be allowed to be off work, whatever you need to do to actually also still virtually be in the kitchen at the expo line, essentially, because you can see all of the receipts. That is what the kitchen display system does. Now, the best part about this, right? Let's go ahead and process this order. So in this case, all I'm going to do is click one button here. We're going to click this button to pull up the order. We already printed it. Like I showed you, let's accept this order. And we're not going to say anything to the customer at this point. We're just going to continue. Right now, the customer is going to get the text message notification. Hey, something happened. We can see on the KDS. Y'all see I'm running this with my phone. I told y'all I really, really rather strictly deal with my phone if I can. Or deal with a tablet. I don't necessarily want to open up a computer anymore. Okay, so I can see that now I've accepted this order. Next, we're going to go ahead and close the order out and collect the money that's been, sent out, whatever. So all we do here is hit conclude. This is a great place, folks, to include your Yelp link if you would like. If you know that the order was a slam dunk, this is a great place you could do that, right? In this case, I'm not going to do that at all. I'm just going to hit continue. They'll get an automatic text. Perfect. And the order is done. Now I can check my analytics and I can see, okay, great. Here's my sales for the day, $946.12. Okay, this is how it is done. This is how you use technology to your advantage. What I mean by that, how easy is it to sell anything that I want to sell? Now I'm going to show you if I want to sell a product to get your retail minds going, how easy this is. So in this case, let's call this menu stand, right? And I'm going to call this a $10 menu stand, $10. And I'm going to get an image of this menu stand. I'm going to sell it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit upload an image. I'm going to go to take photo. Take the photo. Boom. Here's the photo. And it's uploading, right? Perfect. So now I can sell this bad boy. I'm not going to add anything else. Maybe a category. Let's make this. Actually, there's no category for this. We haven't made a category for that. So we can hit save. Let's make a category really quick. And let's just call this category random. Random. Just like that. And we're going to make this the first thing that people see. Continue. Perfect. So now in this case, what I'm going to do is show you guys in Facebook Messenger how this would work. So we can simply go to, what do we want to do? Let's go to products here. And what if we just call this menu? What do we want to do? Menu stand. So let's hit preview. We're going to get the notification. There it is. Boom. Here's our menu stand. We can add it to our cart. In this case, I didn't ask for any other options. So I'm not asking about sides or I'm not asking about variants. At this point, the system's going to ask, how many do you need? And I'm going to say, well, I want actually 7. And it'll be like, all right, cool. You want 7? That's cool. We understand anything you say. Do you see what I'm saying here? Check out. This is how easy it is to sell anything. Anything that you could think of. Essentially, this is just how it is done. Let's think about this. Let's say food. I made this a keyword. So food should return something fun back. Bam. It's returning back the categories. So here are the categories. Here's our food category. Artisan cheese plate is a product. I should have had something else there for that one. Here's our random category we just made, which this will be our, oops, we have no more of these things. Let's go back up in here and actually add this product so it works. Rookie mistake. So here's your little menu here. Menu stand. That was the thing I forgot to do. Trying to go too fast for y'all. Now that I've made the category, we'll assign it to random. So now I can go back here and say random. Got anything random? Right now we should see something random pull up. Bam. So there's a product. Right. And here when I click show items, it'll work. Show items for random. There it is. If I want to share this with someone, I can. I'm going to share this random item with my wife if I want to. I can do anything. I have way too much fun with this, but I do have to show you guys just one thing, because I was in a Clubhouse room with a very good friend of mine, kind of a Clubhouse celebrity. His name is Guy Clark, and he runs the Restaurant Marketing Club. So if you're not on Clubhouse, join it. He's one of the few people out there that actually know the things and know actually legitimate subjects and interviewed people that matter. He had a cool interview today, but what I want to show you guys here is what do I want to show you? Oh, I'm going to show you how fast and easy it is to make that order happen here from the web. So we're going to go to my website here, tap the table.io. And if you've been following the website and me for a while, it's just changed a whole bunch. I don't really announce many changes to the front facing website. I just like kind of do what I need to do when I want to do it for now, which is very lucky to say and do that. But what I do have here is a different widget at the bottom of my screen. You may have not seen this before. Usually you see the Facebook Messenger icon or some color, some form of that. In this case, I've changed it and it's my icon now. This is the difference here, guys, where I've never really been a big fan of the concept of having a web chat bot outside of Facebook's ecosystem, because it's just like, why? But in this case, it just makes so much sense, truthfully. And the reason, apologies, I was a little late today, is I wanted to show you guys some things for like 2 months now, but I've just not even done it myself. Haven't got around to making the video myself to like welcome people. So before I started this live today, I decided I needed to show you that. So check this out. And this works in Messenger as well. But if you tap into the Messenger deal, first of all, we're seeing obviously the comments and the conversations that I've had earlier. Tell me all the stuff. Welcome. What's your name? Ryan. Let's see. How do I do this? I think that was food, actually. So let's go ahead and deal with this sequence we're in. Give it the information it's requesting. And I believe if I type the word food, it's the same thing as like a welcome message here. Confirm your smartphone number, 843-505-1657. And then it'll ask me for my birthday, because it's like a VIP deal. So 9/24. I know all the like, this is how my brain works. I know the conversations in between conversations where I've left off. So I believe if I say food, it should work. Actually, no, not food. What would be the keyword? Let's check it here. Or you could just open up Chrome. Let's see if this should potentially be a new one. Is it? No. All right, so we're gonna have to look for the keyword. I forgot what I named it. So let's check it. So let's go in here, log in. Logging in is super easy, as you can see. This is exactly the way you guys will log in. And we're gonna go to our keywords here. Let's do this. We'll do the A's always are fun. Well, let's do it so you'll understand it. So let's just call this loyal. Let's say no, yeah, loyal. Yeah, that's fine. You'll get it. So loyal, you can say VIP, whatever you want to say. And the funnel that we're gonna go to is who's messaging me. I'll check in a minute. Is this welcome message here? So loyal and welcome message. So now I'm going to go into the Tap the Table website again, and it Shadowhack. So tap the table, web chat, and we're going to say loyal. loyal. And so then bam, this is it right here. So we can see here is it's saying, welcome to Tap the Table. How can we help? It's saying new order here. And then boom, oh, it's airplaying. It wants to airplay on my screen. Boom. Boom. So you see how this works. This is just straight in the web chat itself, and it looks like the phone disappeared. Okay, there it's back. So yeah, this is in Messenger itself. So kind of cool, right? I'm able to have a Tap the Table GIF. Shout out to Wendy for getting us over 1 million views on Giphy. This is the video I shot of a selfie right before I jumped on here to upload, and I'll show you if I go to Messenger, right? Here we go. We can do the same thing. I'm going to say help. No, wait, it was loyalty. Loyal. Watch. So this is Facebook Messenger. Loyal. And bam, welcome. Then we should get hit with the GIF. And then we're going to get hit with my face in a video. There it is. Same thing. Right. All right, shut up. View the menu. I was about to say, where's the mute button? So it's saying view the menu. You can order directly from this table. Before you order, type your first and last name. Okay, cool. So this is essentially if I'm like on like a guest scenario. It looks like my phone might have went dipped. Did it go away? Let's see if I can get it back. Come on, reflector. Where'd you go? Screen mirroring. We're almost done here. Let's show just how this works. This last piece here. Because it's so cool. Gotta understand. So we're mirroring again. You can see my stuff here. Great. Let's go back into, we're back in Messenger. So it said, view the menus, the button we clicked. You can order directly from this table. Before you order, type your first and last name. So I typed it, and now it's saying perfect. Tap below to place your order. And so boom, we're able to see the menu. Okay. And again, what if I want to change this look again? That's no problem, man. We can go here. And then we can go here. Let's see. Let's go to Tap the Table again. Log in. Because it's so fast. It's the fastest. It blows my mind how fast it is sometimes here. And let's go to our settings. And we're going to choose, instead of list, this time we're going to choose an image card. Okay. Yeah, I like this one. So image card, save. Let's go. This is a special trick for those of y'all that need to know. We're going to go to our marketing section and go to my favorite NFC links. And we're going to go to store link and we're going to paste. And you can put this link anywhere you want. And then bam, son, we have this is my favorite. We have a beautiful looking menu here. All the good stuff. Oh, there's our little QR code menu stand we made for $10 if anybody wants to buy it. Just kidding. Can't have this one. It's mine. We got the cookies. We got salads. This is how it is done. If you're not selling your products like this, I don't know why, because in essence, anywhere your customer is, they can use this system and purchase. You will have the data. You will be able to market and advertise to them. You will be able to see the entire customer journey, like for the duration of the lifetime of that customer with you, right? You can see the moment that they came in. You can see the moment that they stopped coming in. This is what automation also solves. When you look at the conditional logic you can implement based on whatever criteria you want. I'm not a POS company that is out here telling everybody what to do or restricting you. I'm giving you the ultimate unlock, my friends. So I know this is nerdy. This is very nerdy, I know. The last thing I'll leave you with is, let's imagine that this little QR code here was working on a pizza box or either to-go food that Uber Eats is picking up, delivering to your guests, where you have zero control and you really don't know who the heck that guest is that's receiving that food from a driver you also don't know. You just know the orders come in, now it's gone out, now it's out of your hands. But when they complain, who's the one that suffers? You as the restaurant person, right? Like, this is the big problem here. Sorry, that's probably distracting. This is the big problem here. So in essence, I believe it's really time. Let's see if I can switch out of this. Oh, don't mess up. It's really time to control your own data. It's time for you to control your customer list. It is time to take back some of this power these third parties have gained, because it is insane how much they have gained. And it's going to bust. It's going to burst eventually. Some of those guys they're not profitable, and they're just trying to do all these bad things. Eventually, they're going to get bought or merged, or it'll be a real competition for value. Because right now, man, it's just like how many restaurants can we take advantage of is how I look at these big guys and what they're doing with the way they're running their numbers and their math and their schemes. I don't have schemes. I have one price, one product. It does anything that you want, essentially, if you're a restaurant owner, and more. It has more features than you'll ever use, and that's purposeful, because essentially we wanted to solve all the problems. In this case, we solved some major problems here. Here's the menu. Here's how you order. Here's how you get someone in your list. Feedback, list building, funnel, entry point. Now, based on the review, whether it's a 5-star or not, they're going to get the next 6 emails and 7 text messages that you have set up or thought up, right? This is how it works. This is what Outback's doing. This is what the largest restaurants and hotels are doing. And it's been generally extremely expensive to do all of the things. I know, because I've used the tools myself in different jobs in the past. So I can promise you, this is a tool that just works. Unfortunately, I don't have any crazy deals or anything to talk about. I want to give a big shout out to Rupert and for the other guy and his partner and Kelly for launching Phoebe. I think it's pretty cool. I don't have a deal like that right now, sorry, but I will have some fun news coming soon with a super cool collaboration. And I got to get Rupert back on the show, man. Rupert's a fun dude, and he's got a lot to talk about. I want to learn more. We'll see what we can do, guys. I believe the next step here is to integrate Alexa and Google Voice and all these other channels here, so that you could be in your kitchen. This is what I want to happen very soon. Shout out to any developer who can assist with this, because I'm looking for this right now. I want to be able to be in my kitchen or anywhere in my car, and any tap the table restaurant, I want the ability to say, hey, Alexa, order a large pizza from Super Break Pizza or Stoner's Pizza or Local Pie, and it just be done. That's what I want. Just straight through tap the table, so I could get my loyalty points, because maybe I'm a VIP everywhere on the app. Who knows? This is what I want to do. Make it very, very easy. Heck, I might even want to subscribe. That could be fun. Hey Siri, buy a Local Pie pizza every Thursday at 7:30 p.m. This would be awesome. She just told me. All right, so stop it. She just talked to me in my headphones here, old Siri. I said her name again. Stop it. All right. Well, you guys get it. This is fun. I have all the fun with all this tech and AI and voice and talk and all the stuff and QR codes. And I wasn't going to end the show without showing you all the NFC, obviously. So the last thing of the day that I'll show you before I close this sucker out is we have NFC here. And I forget at this point which one it goes to, but essentially I can just get really close enough to the device or to the menu, get my phone close enough, and let's wait for my phone to catch up here. Wait for it, get close enough, and a notification, there it is. There's my notification. Right? So we can make this NFC tag go anywhere we want. So let's choose this URL in this case. I'm just going to grab the URL here, and I'm going to go and I'm going to basically kill off the current NFC tag in there. So I just tapped it. Now I erased it. I have the URL I want to send someone on my clipboard of my phone right now. So I'm going to click right, add a record, and paste the record there. Now I'm just going to hit right, get close enough, and bam, son, it worked. Let my phone catch up to you guys at real life speed. And here's the last ta-da trick of the night. Or the day. It's only 3 o'clock. It's just crazy I'm doing it so early. Hopefully I've got some people looking. And last, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to take my phone. Let's turn this down so you can kind of see. Oops. little bit better. So you see my screen here. I'm just going to get the phone close enough to this code. I'm not going to open my camera. I'm actually, you know what, matter of fact, I'm going to just turn my phone off so that it's on its home screen only. Home screen only, get close enough, and I should be able to get that notification. Oops, as long as it's turned on, it will work. So it's turned on. Get that notification. Where are you at? Oh, there it is. There's a notification. Bam. And there it is. Open right up to the menu in this case. So I don't know. I believe that if I was to go to a restaurant today and have the ability to sit down, not wait on, Chrissy to bring the menu over and then ask me what I want to drink. If instead I could just tap my phone, see the menu, just like I showed you, add the things I want to my cart and be done with it. I think this is going to work for many QSRs that are, really in trouble finding people. Maybe it's a switch on who is looking for which hospitality job. Like maybe the most entry level start off in these QSRs that aren't necessarily waitresses and bartender atmospheres. They're cash registers. Hello, this is also a cash register. Just put an iPad up and you've replaced a cash register, cash register employee essentially. But I feel like we're going to get to the point where it's like, well, do you want to touch this screen that everyone's been touching? Or do you just want to use your own phone? I believe that's where it will go. And as silly as that sounds, like I believe we're kind of already there. Look in the airports. These screens are out there. If you could use your phone, I believe you'd probably rather use your phone than the giant screen everyone's been touching. Even though, again, like when you think about all the things we've touched consistently in the past, hello, money, like dollar bills, a lot of gross stuff out there. If that's your thing to like look into, for me, YOLO, right? We do what we need to do. I believe you do need to do this. QR codes, NFC. It is the future. It is now. If you're doing this, you're saving money. You're becoming more efficient. Hopefully, you're incorporating automation, which just makes the world go round. If you have any questions, as always, let me know. This has been fun. I really appreciate everything that y'all do and support for me. If I can ever help you, you just let me know. Thanks for watching. Peace.